And the Cabinet Secretary Interior, Dr. Fred Matiang'i, is calling on Kenyans to elect leaders with integrity in the August 9th general election. Speaking during the launch of the Money Laundering and Terrorism Financial National Risk Assessment Report, Matiang'i challenged financial regulatory actors to ensure that the country is not turned into an illicit economy.
Interior Cabinet Secretary Dr. Fred Matiang'i has challenged government institutions to work together and aid in the fight against money laundering, which he said has been on the rise in the country. Speaking during the launch of a report on the risk assessment of money laundering and terrorism, Dr. Matiang'i urged Kenyans to elect leaders of integrity come August 9th, stressing the need of financial regulatory actors to ring-fence Kenya from illicit funds.
I would like to urge that we step forward. We move on to the next dynamic environment and look at how best we can now tackle the complex dimensions of how money laundering is funding the negative dimensions of our lives and is going to affect us as we go along.
Sentiments echoed by Director of Public Prosecution and Inspector General of Police Hilary Mutyombai.
I want to assure both the DGFRC, the IG, and the CS of our commitment as prosecutors in ensuring the recommendations of the assessments are received and delivered as per the recommendations. I therefore want to assure you of our commitment as the ODPP.
The investigations relating to the money laundering were low, but I want to promise the DG that we are going to step it up because now we have the directions.
In the risk assessment report, tax evasion was singled out and mainly driven by abusive transfer pricing and misinforming of services.
Car dealers charging billions of shillings. How many cars do you need to sell to be able to have billions of shillings? And all these dealers are friends of senior politicians. They are now the ones financing all these 200, 500 shilling notes arrangements in the villages and so on. This is a serious challenge that we need to deal with.
The report, which was conducted in 2020 and 2021, was a self-assessment by Kenyan authorities using the National Risk Assessment Mechanism developed by the World Bank Group.
The government has promised to step up its efforts of ensuring thorough investigation and prosecution of money laundering victims, even as regulatory actors have been challenged to ensure integrity prospers in the fight against the vice. Reporting for Prime Edition from Nairobi, my name is Frederick Mwoki.